Let's take a look at the easiest way that you can use Postman with the PlanetScale API. Hey everyone, my name is Brian Morrison and I'm on the developer education team here at PlanetScale. Today we're going to take a look at how you can easily import the entire collection of PlanetScale API endpoints directly into Postman using our publicly available OpenAPI specification document. We're going to start off inside of the PlanetScale dashboard just to take a look at how it's currently configured as far as the organization of the database and the branches for that database are set up. And then we're going to proceed with importing that OpenAPI spec file into Postman. I'm going to show you how to configure the service token name and ID into an environment variable that can be shared across the entire collection to take care of authentication. And then we're going to get some information about our organization and end with creating a branch inside of our database. Before you can get started with this demo, make sure you know how service tokens work and specifically how to set one up to access your database. But with that, let's go ahead and get started. So before we hop into working with the API docs in Postman, I wanted to show where we're starting off from. I'm inside of an account named ps-devid, and it has a single database of travel_db. If I select the database and then head over to branches, you can see we only have one branch here as it stands now. And one of the things we're going to be doing is creating a branch throughout this video. So let's go ahead and head over to the API docs and see how to get started with the OpenAPI spec file. So the first thing we need to do is download the OpenAPI spec from the PlanetScale API docs. So I'm navigated to api-docs.planetscale.com. And in the upper right-hand corner, you'll notice there is a link here that says Open API Document. If you right-click on this and save link as, it's going to give you the option to download the JSON file. I'm going to save it directly into my downloads folder. Okay, with the file downloaded, let's head over to Postman. So with Postman open, I have a completely blank workspace set up for us to work with. And we need to import the OpenAPI spec that we just downloaded from the API documentation portal. To do that, you can click this import button and a modal is going to pop up with several different options on how you can import different specification files into Postman. We're going to go ahead and click choose files right in the center of the screen and then select that OpenAPI spec file that we downloaded from the documentation portal. Okay, now it shows a preview of what it's trying to import right here. So we see the PlanetScale API, which is an OpenAPI 2 file. We'll go ahead and click import to start that process. And it says import complete. And now while it might not look like it did much, on the left-hand side, if you select APIs, you'll see the PlanetScale API listed in this sidebar. If I expand this down, we can even drill into the different methods that are available for the API. And these are all organized based on the path that you're actually going to take. So for instance, if I select get an organization, you'll notice the base URL is already set to api.planetscale.com/v1. It has a path of organizations followed by name. And this corresponds on the left-hand side with the folder organizations and then inside of the curly brackets name, which indicates that this is a path parameter that you'll have to populate in order to test this. Now, as mentioned in the intro of this video, the PlanetScale API uses service tokens as the method to authenticate against the API. So we can populate that inside of Postman in one spot so we don't actually have to do it in every single request that we want to create. If I click on this PlanetScale API, this top node, you'll notice inside of the auth tab, we have the key and value pre-filled inside here for authorization as the header key, and then API key, which is going to be an environment variable. Now, we don't have the environment variable specified yet, so let's go ahead and create that now. You'll notice in the upper right-hand corner, it says no environment. I'm going to click the icon next to it, and we can click add to start creating an environment. So I'll name my environment PS API demo. And then we're going to add a new variable of API key. Capitalization is important here. And then the value of the API key variable is going to be the service token ID with a colon followed by the service token. So I'm going to paste in the name for the service token that I have set aside for this demo, followed by a colon, and then paste in the token itself. I'll save the environment and then I'm going to close it. And then from here, we can select the new environment by dropping down the upper right-hand corner where it says no environment and selecting PS API demo. You'll notice the value for the API key has changed from a red to an orange, and if I hover over the API key, it has a current value of the service token ID followed by the service token as we specified in our environment. So from here, let's head back to our get an organization request here, And let's test out the request after we had added the API key. Before we do so, recall that I had mentioned that in the URL, this name is actually a path parameter that needs to be specified. So on the request side in Postman, in the params section, you'll notice there's a subsection named path variables, and this is where that name can be specified. I'm going to clear out the string placeholder here and add the name of the organization I'm working with, which is ps-deved. Save it and hit send. Now you notice I got back a 200 OK response, and I got some information about our PS DevEd account, which means that this request is now working after specifying our API key. Now let's perform an operation using the API that's a little bit more involved, which would be to create a branch of a database. In order to access that, I'm going to navigate down to the organization node here, and then into databases. I'll select the database node, branches, and then there is an entry here for create a branch, which is a post request. I'm going to select this. Now you notice, just as with the organization detail, there are several path parameters that need to be specified here, one of which is the organization of the database. So I'm going to go ahead and change those now. Our organization name is ps-deved, and then the database that we're working with is travel_db. And now we'll need to head over to the body tab of the request section to specify some information here. Now notice there is a sample request body that is already populated in here, and it contains 3 fields of name, parent branch, and backup, along with some string placeholders here. Within Postman, there's no way of necessarily telling which of these values are required and which ones aren't, so the best place to check is inside of our API documentation portal. So let's head over there, locate this request, and see what is and is not required. So I'm back in the API docs, and in order to locate the request to create a branch, it's going to be on the left-hand side under Database Branches, and then here is our option to create a branch. I'll select it, and then scroll down a little bit until we can see the parameters. Notice how these 2 path parameters, database and organization, are both flagged as required. And inside of the body, the name of the branch is required, the parent branch field is required, but the backup ID is not required. So now that we know the backup ID is not required, let's go ahead and get rid of this since we're not going to be restoring data from a backup to this branch. And then let's specify the name and parent branch. We know our parent branch is main since that's the only branch that I currently have available in this database. And then let's create a new branch named API Demo Test. I'm going to save the request and hit send. And after a few moments, we receive a 201 created response along with some details about the new branch that was just created. I'm back in the PlanetScale dashboard in the Overview tab of our Travel DB, and if I select the Branches tab to see the branches available to us, we can see a new branch was created just now named API Demo Test. After watching this video, you should have a good understanding on how to work with the entire PlanetScale API endpoint collection directly within Postman using our OpenAPI spec file. For more guides and tutorials on how to use PlanetScale, visit us at planetscale.com and check out our blog and documentation portal where we're adding new content all the time. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.